everybody! Welcome to my channel. My name is Mai, and I am really looking forward to sharing this build with you guys. I decided to combine two of my passions, Sims and Taylor Swift, and make a build to celebrate the release of 1989 Taylor's version, which literally came out today. I have not heard it yet. I am really excited to. So I did technically build this and record this before my life was changed forever. And the idea behind the build was not to create like a house where I imagine Taylor living or, like where she would be in her life while she was writing these songs, but more so what I imagine would be the house of someone who really loves 1989. Like their favorite album is 1989, and yeah, like what their lifestyle would be, what their career would be, and like what their design choices would even be. And I think it came out really well. I think I executed it well. And, I'd love to hear what you think, if you agree, if you disagree. And it took me a couple months to build this. I took it very slow. I really wanted to make something that I would be proud of, that all my fellow Swifties and Simmers would be proud of. And I think I did a pretty good job. Here we are slowly finishing the exterior, which actually took way longer than it looks. I decided to go with this kind of New York style townhouse because technically I did make this while we all still believed that 1989 was meant for the city. Later on you will see that I added more beach elements on the inside, and I do like the way that they all kind of work together. And I chose to add these townhouses from the debug menu so that it would kind of fill up the space. It would actually make it look more like a townhouse and not just like, a single house in the middle of the city, kind of with this massive lot. And to find them, you can actually just bring up the cheat bar, which is Shift-Control-C, and write in bb.show live edit objects. And then you click on the magnifying glass, like the search bar, and you'll find all of that stuff. And yeah, it really helps, especially when you're making like these townhouse builds, to make it look more filled in, because in real life, houses are much closer together than they are in The Sims. So anyways, we're slowly moving on to the floor plan. This lot ended up having 4 floors. The bottom floor has it's kind of like the basement almost. And it has, I don't actually want to give anything away, but anyways, there's the basement that opens into the backyard. And then you have the kind of main floor, which has the entryway and a more formal living room and a kitchen dining. And then upstairs from there, you have like a more, more of a living room, more of like a family room, you could call it. It has like a TV, it has a bar, it has like a games table. It's much more for like, socializing, which I imagine that the person that lives here would be very social. And then on the top floor, you have the main bedroom. You have an office space, which if need be, you can transform into another bedroom. And then also, like a bathroom and a walk-in closet. It ends up being, I thought that I wasn't going to have a lot of space for things because, it's a very thin, tall build, but no, I think it looks pretty cool. And here we have the kitchen. I am really sad because I lost a lot of footage from the kitchen. When I was looking back at the recordings, a lot of it was really laggy, kind of you'll see here, and I don't really know why, so I'll have to figure that out for next time. But I am really sad that I lost a lot of that footage. Here we are slowly moving on, I think, to the main living room. I also didn't include like picking the wall colors, a lot of the windows. That is something that usually takes me a really long time. So you'll even see kind of like the issues that I have in decision making, especially in this main living room. I think I changed up like the style of it multiple times, especially that rug. I don't know if I kept all of that in, but But yeah, it was a lot. I really wanted this wall with the fireplace and the bookshelves. I really wanted it to look like cohesive, like it was all built in. But it was really hard to do. I had tried to do it with like shelves. I tried to use this like big fireplace, I think from Cottage Living, but it just wasn't working. So I tried this one, and I kept it for a while. And I tried to kind of darken up the rest of the space to match that dark wood color because, I really wish there was more swatches on that one because it's a really nice fireplace, but I find myself not being able to use it in as many builds as I would like, just because of the limited swatches. And here I think I already, with those big lamps, tried to incorporate a little beach because of the way those lamps look. They're a little bit more beachy in my eyes. And yeah, so the living room is slowly coming together. I think I'm just adding like some sconces. I end up going with some base game, like vintagey ones that look really nice, make it look more like the original ones in the house. And yeah, I incorporated a lot of blues. Obviously, it's a very big in 1989 to have blues. And oh god, I'm starting on the curtains. The one thing you need to know about me is I am terrible with curtains. I have a really hard time finding the right ones and positioning them right, and I usually am trying to like cut them out because they are just awful. And here I am again going back to do the rug, trying to make these colors work with my vision, but it just, oh god, it really just didn't fit. I end up going with I think it was a growing together fireplace, and yeah, I ended up going with a smaller one, even though originally I wanted a bigger one. And yeah, it's slowly coming together. I wanted it to be really classic. I wanted it to more match the actual build than what I imagine like the person's style would be. I think that's quite common to do in these like classic New York townhouses, is to try and like keep it as close to, you know, what the space actually suggests the furniture style should be. And yeah, the entryway, obviously I kept it really simple. It was really hard because the front door didn't really match up with the archway that goes into the kitchen. So picking like the rug for that space was kind of wacky. But yeah, the entryway is definitely where you can start to feel the beach part come in. And yeah, I think that whole like entry and living room space it already mixes in that classic style with the classic like New York City style with the beach style. And yeah, it ends up looking really nice. I think looking really inviting. You'll see that in the build, there's not going to be like too much clutter. I apologize for any noise. I am fostering a couple of kittens. I don't remember if I said that yet. And they will be making noise, and they're knocking things over too. Great. And anyways, a lot of the clutter in the build I end up adding after I finish most of it, because I really didn't want to bore you guys too much with how long it takes me to clutter things. And anyways, here I decided to add these signs from Dine Out, because to fill in these little gaps that you have in the stairs, which were driving me a little bit crazy because, you know, technically they shouldn't be there, and it doesn't really let you add any like fence or anything. It was really frustrating. So here we are slowly looking at the kitchen again. Thankfully, this footage is still working. You'll see I used the counters from the Home Chef Hustle and a lot of stuff from the Growing Together as well. I put in a mixer. I imagine this person likes making maybe some chai tea cookies, probably. And yeah, it's a lot to incorporate the modern with the beach and with the city. It was a lot of styles to, mix together. And I think it turned out pretty okay. Maybe picking rugs was a little complicated, which rugs are like kind of like the curtains as well. They really, really grind my gears, let's say. And yeah, this is kind of when I realized also that I added some tea as well on that side. You know, you can't make chai tea cookies without having tea. The Growing Together colors were very focused on just the kitchen side, and I wanted to bring it over to this side too, so I used that plant from Growing Together. And now I guess we're moving on to the family room, and there you'll see I already put in like the couch and the record player and the bar as well. These are all things that maybe took me a little longer than I wanted to figure out in this space, so I ended up cutting like the placement from the video. And here I found this piano, and I thought it would be like super nice in here. And back up to the living room, here's where I add the games table where they can do puzzles, and just fixing the windows. And yeah, this space is very much like for entertaining, very much for like movie nights. And ooh, I should have put the popcorn machine maybe. But yeah, I ended up using a lot of the Modern Luxe kit as well. I think a lot of those items bring in that like classic to modern to, I guess some items could be beachy. I don't know which ones, but maybe. But yeah, I think the colors really blend well with the other things. And yeah, just adding like some plants. This room I feel like would be so fun. You can totally imagine your friends hanging out here. And I know that you'll see that there's like not a bathroom on these two middle floors. There is a bathroom in like the basement space, and there's also a bathroom in like the main bedroom space. So your Sims will be able to use the bathroom. Don't worry. No matter what floor they're on, they're one floor away from a bathroom. And yeah, the colors are sort of coming together. Right now you'll see that the bar kind of has those two fences on the side. So I was trying to fill in the gap from like the actual seating area of the bar, because this side doesn't have that. Or like the way that I placed it against the wall means that there's no room for seating, and so the gaps are just there. But I decided to just accept it and leave them there. I tried to use like poles and stuff to try and fill it in, but in the end I just gave into it and decided to just clutter up the space and leave it as is. Honestly, with the bookshelves, you don't really see it unless you're looking for it. I also tried to add like some cat clutter, not like for cats, but just like cat decorations. And yeah, just like this little space I think is really cute. It's kind of like you have extra seating and like a little, I think I put like a plant and some books. And yeah, I think it comes together. It's really cute, and yeah, great for entertaining and having your friends over. And I really, really love these pillows from the Modern Luxe kit. I think that we were really missing something like that, and I hope that they do it again, or add maybe more swatches. Here we are slowly getting into the basement. So what I did, I also really love this room. I did kind of, yeah, these like built-in bookshelves. It's a lot of the Book Nook kit in here, and I was gonna put a TV, but oh no, I think I do put the TV. I end up taking these shelves out and returning it to the TV, and adding a little bar space. I think the couch that I used is this is again where I incorporate a lot of the beach stuff finally, and I think that I forgot the word. The sofa is from the Desert Luxe kit, which, if you don't remember, was free for Sims players for a while. Right when they turned the Sims free, people that already had it got that kit for free as well. And yeah, I used that small little stool that's from Island Living, which is perfect in this space. I love the light wood on that, and the white, it just brings it all together, really pushes that beach theme. And this space behind the couch really stumped me. It was kind of just like a transition space connecting the like actual room with the stairs and the laundry room and bathroom back there, which I didn't include the building of that in the actual video, but you will see it in the screenshots. And here we are going into the photo studio, which was not the original plan. I had actually originally made an entire recording studio, like start to finish, made the entire recording studio. And then after I finished making the living space that's just outside of this that we just saw, I realized the person that lives here isn't a musician. They are a photographer for sure. And so that's what I did. So I made the photo studio using things from the Moschino stuff pack, I think it's called. They have like the backdrops, they have like an actual tripod and like a really cool camera. They also have these like subject markers that I put on the ground that are kind of blending in right now to the floor. But I think it's better that way, that they are there in case you actually decide to play in this house. I tried to incorporate more of the Moschino stuff pack items, but it wasn't really the vibe that I wanted. So I ended up removing them and yeah, making it kind of mix more into the rest of the house. But it ends up looking really nice, and I think super functional. And I add like just like a dressing area kind of place, which, I mean, it's The Sims, so it's not like you ever actually have privacy or you ever even need privacy. But I put a divider in front of like that little coat hanger. What is it? Not coat hanger, just clothing hanger. And I put this mirror, and I put in as well like a little like bookshelf and other shelf with just like miscellaneous items. And yeah, I think it ends up looking like really sweet, and I think it does really just match the vibe for the person that would live here, and it looks really cool. Which I think this does mean that there's not a lot of spaces left for me to show you, and yeah, I feel very proud of this. I feel like it really works with the whole 1989 vibe. All the Polaroid pictures and stuff like that. Here I am just adding like that clutter, the shelving in that space. This room is definitely more modern. I use a lot of the home decorator game pack items. And yeah, it ends up looking really, really cool. Ties it in. And I really like that divider, which I am totally blanking on where it's from right now. But yeah, I think I add some chairs here. I think I add the ones from the Modern Luxe kit, which really ends up taking a huge spotlight in this one. The Home Chef Hustle in the kitchen and the Modern Luxe kit, they really take the spotlight. I think they were a perfect addition. They really came out right when I needed them to, and ended up looking really nice. And I really like, I add that plant again on the other side. It kind of gives it like a nice little entryway, just surrounded by those two plants. And now we are finally moving on to the top floor. Here we have the main bedroom. I added some more pink in this one because, as we know, there's the new like additions with the different colors, and one of them has more of a pink vibe. And I used that bed from Pastel Pop, which I was not expecting. It took me forever to figure out a bed, because I do feel like in the bedroom, the bed that you pick is going to determine the vibe of the room. And I was not expecting to want to go with that Pastel Pop bed, but it really, I don't know, it just really feels right. I wanted it to be more airy and feminine, and I really, really like how it turns out. It's such a cozy room, and I do feel like the rest of the house is so like done up, and this space just really feels like somewhere where the owner of the house can just relax. And I think that is really what 1989 can be about. Someone who, has like this very exciting life, but they also are very romantic and want a little cozy space to be themselves and relax. And yeah, this room, it ties itself. I am losing my words. It really ties together really nice, with the blue and the pink being like the central theme. I add those Polaroids in the shape of a heart right on top of the fireplace, be the center of the room. And I also use those like picture frames of like, I think it's the one with the kids running around, and it's really cute. I think it works really nice. And then at another point, I put in the wedding photo of the pancakes couple, because pictures and frames of kisses on cheeks. And here we are with slowly moving on to the office space as well, which changes a lot throughout me building it. And yeah, slowly I'm working on the theme. I was very unsure of how I wanted to make this look, but in the end it looks really nice. Right now it's a little bit basic, but you'll see it'll change. And I didn't include, again, the bathroom on this floor or the walk-in closet because those ones kind of took me a while to figure out, but you will see them in the screenshots. I kind of decided to keep the smaller rooms out of the build. It was already getting a little long, and I think it turned out okay. I don't think we needed them actually in the build or in the video, but it turns out okay. And in a bit, there we go. I switch around the entire layout of the room, or at least just the desk area. And when I found these panels, I felt like it was such a nice way of like adding something interesting to the room. And I just make the background of it completely black. And I think it, I don't know, maybe hints at a potential, like reputation soon. And yeah, oh God, the camera's going crazy. And I think it also, like, adding the framing just feels very like, like photos and stuff. And I also add this curtain around the glass doors, which I don't really know what you would cover that with. I don't know what you would need privacy in here for, unless you were doing something a little bit scandalous. I don't know. But yeah, I tried to put mirrors back here, but then I don't know. It didn't feel right. I felt like it would start to look like that really scary scene from Twilight. So I just left it with those frames and just adding the lighting in this room. And I think that this means that we're slowly going to go into the screenshots. There we go. Wow, we made it. That's kind of what the entire lot looks like with the landscaping and the little blue mailbox, the flower boxes. I think the exterior just turned out so nice. There you kind of have a sneak peek of like the back with the backyard, which I also didn't include because it took me a while. Here's the entryway with all of the clutter, with some shoes, some plants. Yeah, the entryway, it's inviting. I would love to come into this house. And yeah, here's the entryway from inside the living room. I think it all just tied in so nice. I love the piano corner. I had originally put a TV above the fireplace, but I changed it. And there's a little friendship bracelet making kit, because how can you have a Taylor Swift inspired build without friendship bracelets? And here's the kitchen, which I adore. I'm really sad that I lost so much of the footage. But here in the screenshots, you can see kind of what it looks like. It looks so nice with the clutter on the shelves. And you can just imagine the person living here with their friends just cooking, making the chai tea cookies. And here's the living space, which I feel like we got the most clutter in here now. And yeah, it looks really cool. I did the picture frame TV. I feel like that works really nice in this space. And there's the other kind of living space. I added that fox like basket in the corner because, we are the foxes. I'm pretty sure that's what the line is. I'm not going to start singing for y'all now. And here is the photo studio with the little fluffy rug under the actual camera. I feel like that really ties it in with the rest of the house. Here's the bathroom downstairs and the laundry room. Very simple, obviously, with just a couple of hampers. There we go. I remember the word. And here's the hallway from upstairs. I added like the rugs that just melded them together, and the office space. A lot of clutter in the office. And I added those snowflakes because of the snow globe line. But if you don't like them there, you can definitely remove it. And yeah, here's the bedroom. I really love how the bedroom turned out. I want to sleep in this bedroom. It's so nice and cozy and like just feminine and just so full of love. I really love it. And here's the walk-in closet with a lot of clutter as well, with a nice vanity and the lights, the mirror with the lights and the Polaroid pictures, obviously. And the bathroom that also turned out quite nice. A lot of blues. I tried to add a lot of blues and also keep it nice and beachy. I think it ends up turning out just amazing. I'm so proud of this build. Here's the balcony that's just off of the kitchen that leads to the stairs that go down to the backyard. I added a little bit of a grill with a little stool and a nice seating area with some planters and the pool as well. The pool looks amazing. I would love to sundown there. And here's just a photo of the floor plan. So you can kind of see what we're working with. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this very long and exciting journey. I hope you all enjoyed this build. I hope that you are all enjoying 1989 Taylor's version. I am definitely going to go listen to it right now. And I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Bye, buds, and thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Comment and share with your friends. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye!